So the proposed policy revisions that the school board had in front of you were motivated by two distinct legal requirements that we talked about. The first one was 22.1-22.3, which was a new law passed by the Virginia General Assembly in the 2020 section, which did two different things. It directed the VDOE to draft these model policies that address 8 specific topics as they relate to the treatment of transgender students in public elementary and secondary schools. The second part of 22.1-23.3 was the requirement that each local school board adopt those model policies or policies that were consistent with or more comprehensive than model policies. So that was the first motivating factor for the policies that you guys are reviewing. The second motivation for the policy revisions was the decision of the U.S. Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals, the Brim case we've heard mention of. That particular case dealt with the rights of transgender students to use the bathroom assigned to the gender with which the student identifies. It also addressed their ability to amend their school records to reflect the gender with which they identify. The Fourth Circuit held that Gloucester's bathroom policy, which required the student in question to use the girls' restroom or a single stall restroom, that was what Gloucester's policy said, that policy violated the student's constitutional rights. The court does call that policy a bathroom policy in their decision. You see it referred to as a bathroom policy. The reason they call it a bathroom policy was because that student took PE online and never had to use a locker room. So they explained that in the opinion. That's why we're calling this a bathroom policy, because this particular kid didn't have the interactions with the locker room. The analysis is the same. The Fourth Circuit held that Gloucester, this County of Gloucester School Board, erred when they failed to update the student's official education records to identify the student as male. So those are the two findings. That decision was entered in August of 2020. Gloucester County School Board noted an appeal to the United States Supreme Court, which refused to hear the case. Only 2 of the justices voted in favor to grant the writ of certiorari, which would have allowed them to review the decision of the Fourth Circuit. So with the decision of the U.S. Supreme Court in June of 2021 in place, the lower court's decision, being the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals, did become the law for the Fourth Circuit. We are in the Fourth Circuit. It was reported that that particular school board eventually settled the case with the student for approximately $1.3 million, and it took about 6 years of litigation. While the recent elections have the potential to change state law, there's nothing that a new governor, lieutenant governor, or attorney general can do to overturn the Fourth Circuit decision, especially now that the Supreme Court decided not to hear the case. So that's the background for why the policies were presented as written, and I'm happy to answer any questions that might be helpful.
Thank you, Ms. Stewart. Are there any questions? Yes, Mr. Axel.
Of the 8 other school divisions that have voted down this policy, are you aware of any of them being sued?
I don't know. I don't follow all the other divisions in the Commonwealth of Straxel, so I don't know. Some of them have done an express resolution. I can think of one that did an express resolution to oppose the VDOE model policies. Some are taking a quieter approach and just tacking on 22.1-23.3 to the end of the policy. It's my understanding that most are already doing the bathroom situation, which is what's before this board tonight in 7-1.2. That most jurisdictions are already allowing transgender students to use the bathroom. They're just not putting it in the policy.
Thank you, Ms. Stewart. Are there other questions? Yes, Mr. Humley.
Ms. Stewart, by not approving the policies as we have amended them tonight, are we in effect asking our staff to break the law on a daily basis?
Already are.
Just a minute, please. We'll let Mrs. Stewart answer the question.
The Fourth Circuit has made the decision that the transgender students should be allowed to use the restroom with which they identify. So that is the law of the Fourth Circuit.
I'd like to call
Thank
for
you.
a vote, ma'am. Chair, I'd like to call for a vote.
And then we certainly can call for a vote. We want to be sure that we have
Oh, you call for the question.
the question.
Call for the question.
Yes.